Okay, so let us come to our next topic, that is entity integrity constant. Now, what is actually the meaning of entity integrity constant and where it is applicable? So let us come to the point. The entity integrity constant is applicable for our primary key. That particular attribute which has been declared as a primary key in a relation, there only this kind of constant will be applicable. It is also known by another name as entity integrity constant. Here, at what situation or why we use entity integrity constant? Let us see. See, this constant specifies that the primary key of the relation cannot have a null value. Now, what is there? As in our previous discussions, we have discussed the concept of primary key. Correct? Here, in this relation, in our employee relation, there are 5 attributes. Out of this attribute value, employee ID is one particular attribute which uniquely identifies a particular person in this employee relation, a particular employee in this relation. Correct? So, this employee ID has been marked as a primary key. Now, as in the case of primary key, during learning the concept of primary key, we have learned that primary key cannot have null value. First point is, this field cannot be left empty. This primary key field cannot be left empty. Okay, if we insert null value in here, that is, we does not insert any value in the primary key field, it will always throw an error. Means our command will not get executed. So primary key field should always be kept unique. It should not differ. Here also, apart from null values, cannot have null values. Correct? This field does not have a null value. And even one more thing, during learning the concept of primary key, we have learned that this primary key field can also does not accommodate duplicate values. Suppose here the employee ID is 22. If we go ahead and insert 22 in the first field also, in the first tuple also, then this is not a valid primary key because it is simply not following the rule of uniqueness. Correct? See, both the employee ID, both the tuples are occurring twice, repeatedly. Means here we have got duplicate values. So here also 22, here 22. So it will be having duplicate value. So it will not be accepted in case of a primary key attribute. Fine. Whenever we declare anything as a primary key, this duplicate value is not allowed and null value is not allowed. Now suppose here entity integrity constant holds if we place null value, if we place the value of that particular attribute as null. And null means what? If we insert null value in a particular field, then it is obvious that there might be certain other fields also, there might be certain other tuples also where it will accept null values. Correct? So if we are having under employee ID column, if we have a null value in first tuple and say in the third tuple, okay, here we are allowing, say in case of primary key, we are allowing the null values. In that situation, there might be a possibility that different tuples will be there with the same value, that is null. That means what? Now, see here, null value is occurring twice. So it is simply avoiding the concept of primary key, or simply okay, it is simply avoiding the concept of primary key. That is, the primary key should not be duplicate. So in such situation, we need to ensure an entity integrity constant in order to ensure that that particular field or that particular attribute value should not be null or should not be duplicates. So let us see how we can insert or how we can apply this entity integrity constant in case of creation of a relation. Now here in front of us an employee relation has been mentioned. employee relation has been shown with 5 attributes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? Now these 5 attributes, how we can query, how we can write query in order to create an employee relation with these 5 attributes along with the entity integrity constant and primary key. Okay, so here it is. See the syntax in case of computers, as I said earlier, the formula which we will be using here will be known by another name, that is syntax. See, the first thing is create table. We are creating the table. See, before the creation of a table, we need to make a database in which we will have to insert this table. So those things will be discussed in our next classes during practicals. Okay, so this is a theoretical concept I am explaining by means of query. So create table employee. We are creating a table with the name as employee. Under this employee there are 5 fields. 5 fields or 5 attribute values. Now out of this 5 attribute value, we have declared employee ID as the primary key, and this primary key should hold entity integrity constant. That is, it cannot hold null values, it cannot have a duplicates. So how it will be represented? See here, employee ID integer. We have declared employee ID as an integer data type, and in the first column itself, in the first attribute itself, we have mentioned this one as a primary key. And by default, we are not supposed to insert not null. Here we are not supposed to insert the term that is not null after the primary key attribute, because whenever we are inserting this term, this is a specific term, and this term is specifically made for primary key, and whenever we are considering the concept of primary key, no null attribute will not be there always. Okay, it will not take any of the null values or any of the duplicate values. So this is the way we have we have inserted the first attribute by declaring it as the primary key, then followed by name column, name attribute, which will be a variable character. Maximum number of character allowed is 20. Now earlier in our previous null constant, we have already discussed that name field can also not be null, because each and every employee which will be working in an organization will be having a particular name. So it has been declared with not null constraint. Then gender attribute. Here see, only one character we are using, either male or female. That's why we have inserted. We have taken the data type as character in bracket 1. That is, number of characters should be 1, followed by salary, which is decimal. Now here we are observing that the salary is not in decimal or not a floating point value. Instead, if say we are getting the salary in decimals, in such situation we need to insert, if we are getting only numbers, then directly we can insert the data type as number. But sometimes what happens, value fluctuates, and it might be possible that there might be a duplicate value. There might be decimal value. So in such situation, we go ahead with another kind of data type, that is decimal, and here 10 indicates the number of characters, maximum characters allowed before the decimal point, and 2 indicates, after comma under the parenthesis, 2 indicates the number of digits after the decimal point which is allowed in that particular field. Okay, so if we have got 10 digit salary followed by say 2, 3, after decimal point 2, 3 more points are there, then up to a maximum of 2 decimal places it will insert our value. Okay, similarly the last column, that is date, last column or last attribute, date of birth. We always remember that date of birth is an attribute whose data type will always be declared with date. Okay, and it will be declared in the format dd. Whenever we are inserting anything under date attribute, it will be dd format. Okay, so this is how we insert entity integrity constant. We apply entity integrity constant in a particular relation. This one example has been shown for this employee relation, okay, which consists of 5 attributes. Here we have designated employee ID field or employee ID attribute as the primary key, and once the name primary key comes up in a relation, it will automatically apply this entity integrity constant. We are not supposed to write the keyword not null after the primary key. Okay, so after the primary key not null it is not there. The name varchar as this field cannot be null, so we have inserted keyword not null, gender character, salary decimal, date of birth date. Okay, thank you. This is about integrity, entity integrity constants. Thank you.